For this video, I will discuss functions and relations. So, first up, we have relations. So, when we say relations, it is a structure on a set that pairs any two objects that satisfy certain properties. Yeah, so we have pairs of two objects. And then also involved din yung word na set. Yan. So sabi dyan, elements of a set are related by a statement. Okay, so yung kada pair doon sa ating set will have a relationship. Ayan. So that's why it is also called a set of ordered pairs. Okay, ordered siya in such a way na yung first element of one pair is related to the second element. So for example, we have here set A, which is composed of pairs Pili, Bicol, Durian, Davao, and then Pinakbet, Ilocos. So as you can see, this set of ordered pairs illustrate a relation since we can see that kung titignan nyo yung mga unang elements dun sa kada pair, we have Pili, Durian, tapos Pinakbet. While dun naman sa second elements nung kada pair, we have Bicol, Davao, and Ilocos. So makikita natin, yung first is mga pagkain siya, no? While yung second elements ay mga lugar. And then makikita natin na kada pair may relationship. Pili, yung Pili sikat siya sa Bicol, same as Durian to Davao and Pinakbet to Ilocos. So ngayon, in an ordered pair XY, we have what we call the domain. So when we say the domain, it is the set of all possible values for X. Na kung makikita natin in this pair, una yung X. Okay, so domain yung tawag doon sa mga unang elements doon sa mga ordered pairs na makikita natin. And then we also have what we call the range. Yung range naman, the set of all possible values for Y, or yun naman yung mga second element na makikita natin. Okay, so to further explain, let's have the previous example. So kung makikita nyo dito, ang mga first element ko dyan ay Pili, Durian, and Pinakbet. While yung second elements naman, Bicol, Davao, and Ilocos. So how do we write the domain? So we can express the domain as a set. So let's say we have X equals, then diba we put the brace, and then we put the elements nito, yung mga unang elements kada pair. So we have Pili, Durian, and Pinakbet. So as you can see, yan yung mga first elements nga nung kada pair natin dun sa set A. So therefore, yan yung domain na tinatawag. Then for range, we can also rewrite it as a set. So let's say we have set Y, and then we write all the second elements. So we have Bicol, Davao, and Ilocos. Ayan. So that will be the range of the given set of ordered pairs. That will be the range of our given of the given set of ordered pairs. So how can we represent relations? So let's say we have the relation, the set of first four ordered pairs for which the second element is 2 more than the first element. And the first element is the first 4 positive integers. So dito pa lang, alam naman natin, yung first element daw is the first 4 positive integers. So technically, we have the domain will be the first positive integers, 4 positive integers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, we need to get the range. So what will be our range? Sabi dyan, to get the range, the second element is what? 2 more than the first element. So when we say 2 more, dadagdagan mo lang dalawa, yung first element. So let's say yung unang element dun sa domain natin ay 1, dagdagan mo ng dalawa. So that will be 3. So same goes with 2, 3, 4. So 2 plus 2, we have 4. 3 plus 2, we have 5. And then 4 plus 2, we have 6. So that will be our range. Okay, so dahil meron na tayong domain and range for our relation, then we can rewrite it. Okay, so paano po yan nire-rewrite? So the first one is by ordered pairs, by writing it as an ordered pair. So how can we do it? You rewrite it as, let's say, that is set R. Okay? And then, you just list all the ordered pairs. But for you to have an ordered pair, kailangan mo ng one element dun sa domain, then one element doon sa range. So let's say 1. Diba? Pag 1 ang first element natin, ang second element ko ay 3. Kasi 2 more than. So the 1, 3. So we have 1, 3, 2, and 4. Then 3, partner niya is 5. And then 4, ang partner niya is 6. Ayan. So that's how you write the given relation by using ordered pairs. Okay? The second one is what we call set builder notation. So when we say set builder notation, we are just describing the given relation. So hindi natin siya ililist like doon sa ordered pairs. So we have R. So R, we have the set of ordered pairs. So that's why we have X, Y, element of integers. Let's say kasi integers yung involved. Such that, what? So we have the set of ordered pairs lang ang ibig sabihin yan. Wherein element siya ng integers. Okay? Such that, in such a way na we have the second element is 2 more than the first element. So kung yung first element natin is X, you add 2 more. Ayan. So that will be our way to write this relation using set builder notation. Okay? And then, the next one is by using a tabular form. So ito naman, you write the domain. Ano yung domain natin? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then afterwards, you just write the range. So ano ba yung kapartner ng 1 kanina? Diba? 3, 4, 5, 6. So as simple as that. So may kita natin dyan, each element, let's say 1, kapag dinagdagan mo ng dalawa, yun na yung second element, which is 3. Same goes with this pair, 2, 4, 3, 5, tsaka 4, 6. And then the last one will be mapping. So for mapping, you will just write the domain. Let's say, ito yun, yung X. Then you write Y. Ayan. It is called an arrow diagram or mapping. Then sulat nyo lang dito yung mga domain. Ano ba yung domain natin kanina? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tapos ano yung range natin? 3, 4, 5, 6. And then sabi doon, di ba? Add 2. to this x para makuha mo yung y. So therefore, yung 1, ang pair niya is 3. 2 goes to 4, 3 goes to 5, and 4 goes to 6. Para makikita nyo dyan na yung relationship na whatever your x is, let's say 1, you add 2 to it, you will get the y, which is 3. Ayan. So that will be the arrow diagram or mapping. Yan. So speaking of mapping, we can have relations or functions through mapping. Makikita natin. Ano yung pinagkaiba ng simple relation lang sa pagiging all functions are relations while not all relations are functions. Ibig sabihin, yung function is just a special type of relation. Okay, so hindi lang siya basta relation, but meron pa siyang special characteristic for it to be called a function. So, paano yun? So, we have 3 mappings here. So, as you can see, dito sa first one, may kita natin na the shape is mapped to their colors. Kaya kung makikita nyo, we have a triangle here na kulay red. Nakamap siya dun sa color red. Oh. Same thing with square na nakamap dun sa red. Tapos we have here a rectangle nakamap dun sa yellow. Then heptagon pala to, 7-sided. So heptagon, nakamap siya dun sa green. So as you can see, meron dyan ang element sa X, which is ito, yung triangle and yung square, nakamap siya sa iisang Y lang. So we have many X na nagko-correspond sa iisang Y lang. So therefore, this can be called many to one correspondence. So why many to one? Kasi may kita nga natin na merong dalawa, yun yung term natin many, na nakapair sa iisa lang. Okay? This one is kabaliktaran naman. 3 is paired to 4 for outputs. So we can see that this is a one to many correspondence. Okay, kabaliktaran siya nung una. Then yung pangatlo, we have also many to one correspondence. So which among those are functions? So basically, those that are many to one and one to one are said to be functions. While yung one to many is said to be a simple relation. Okay? So pag tinanong kayo, lahat ba yan relation? Yes. Since pairing siya eh. As long as it is pairing, relation yon. While for it to be a function, dapat it's either many to one siya or one to one. Yan. So let's dig deeper into the definition of function. So function is a relation. Ayan. So nakalagay na dyan, no? Is a relation. But merong restrictions or merong certain characteristic in which no two ordered pairs have the same first element. Okay? No two ordered pairs have the same first element. So, hindi pwedeng meron kang ordered pairs wherein parehas yung first element niya. Kasi kapag parehas, like for this one, no, we have here 3 paired to 0, tas yung 3 naka-pair din sa 2 di ba? Based on this example. So, hindi na siya function. Okay? Ayan. So, that is what we call a function. Okay? Kailangan hindi mauulit yung first element niya. So that is an illustration of a function. You have an input x, wherein kung ilalagay mo sa function, may lalabas na output, which is f of x. Right? According to a certain rule. Parang kanina, sabi dun sa relation, yung unang relation natin na binanggit, that is considered a function. Kaya sabi dun, di ba? The second element is 2 more than the first. So kung ano man yung element na ipapasok mo, let's say 1, paglabas ni 1 dun sa machine, paglabas niya, 3 na siya. Nadadagdagan na siya ng 2. Okay? So, yun yung ganun yung siya isipin na yung function para siyang machine wherein pa nagpasok ka ng input, meron siyang certain output na lalabas. Ang hindi lang pwede ay nagpasok ka ng same input, let's say 1 ulit. Pagpasok ng 1 dyan, dapat 3 yan lagi. Isang output at isang output lang yung kalalabasan niya. Hindi pwede yung 1 to many. Isang input lang, pero yung output niya iba-iba. 'Di ba? Parang kung makikita natin sa machine niya, kung ano naman yung raw products mo dun, raw materials mo sa machine, paglabas mo, may certain output lang siya na yun yung So yun yung distinction niya sa simple relation. Ayan. So in a mathematical way naman, a more elegant way of defining a function is this. A function f from x to y, yun yung mapping denoted by the function f is the mapping of from x to y is a relation. Ay, nabanggit ulit, relation siya. So meaning all functions are relations talaga. Relation, so it is a relation between x and y such that every element x, or what we call the pre-image, or in other sense, yung dun sa unang element natin, yung domain, there exists one image. Ayan. So, paulit-ulit na nababanggit, di ba? Kada input mo, dapat isa lang yung output which is related to x. Okay lang yung instance na magkaibang input pero same output. Okay lang yun. Like for example, yung 2, paglagay mo sa machine ng 2, lumabas siya 4. Tapos may iba kang element, let's say negative 2. Paglabas dun sa machine, naging 4 din. Parehas lang sila ng output. Okay lang yun. What I'm pointing is that dapat yung isang input, isa lang na input, isa lang din yung magiging output niya. Okay po. So kaya hindi talaga pwede yung one to many na isang input marami siyang output. Hindi pwede. Ang pwede yung kabaliktaran nun na magkakaibang input pero will lead to a same output. Okay? So x and y are called the domain and codomain of f, or range yung gamit natin doon na term. Ayan. So how can we represent functions? So for example, yun yung function natin. So we have the function ordered pair, set of ordered pairs, element of real numbers in such a way that y, or the second element, ay, kung makikita natin, no, y, this is the second element dun sa isang pair, is equal to x square. So, i-square mo lang. Okay? So, para siyang machine na kung ito yung input mo, ito yung machine natin, yan yung function, tapos ito yung output mo. Lahat nung dadaan sa kanyang input, i-square niya. Let's say 2. Pagdaan nung 2 dyan, magiging 4 na. Kasi 2 times 2 is 4. Let's say 3. Pagdaan nung 3 dyan, magiging 9. Kasi 3 times 3 is 9. Pagdaan ng 5 dyan sa machine, magiging 25. Kasi 5 times 5 is 25. So basically, minumultiply by itself lahat nung dadaan doon sa machine. Okay? So how can we rewrite it as an equation? Yan, given na. So we have y equals x squared. Or, we can also write it as f of x. Ang basa dito po is f of x is x squared. Okay? So that's how we write it as an equation. And then next, we can also use a graph. So ito, pag ginraph nyo siya, let's say, 2 becomes 4, di ba? Ibig sabihin, when x is 2, y is 4. Kung makikita natin dito, x is 2, y is 4. Ito siya. Di ba? Pag negative 2 naman, 4 pa din. No? Kasi pag nilagay natin yung negative 2 dyan, negative 2 times negative 2 is positive 4. So collecting all those input and output, so yung ordered pair na siya, lahat ng yun makakabuo siya ng ganyang graph. Okay? And then, let's have an example. So determine if the given set of ordered pairs represent a function or not. Okay? So yun muna. Yung number 1, kung makikita natin yung number 1, of course, it is a function. Titignan nyo lang naman dyan kung may mauulit na domain dito sa x. Ayan. So it is a function. Yung number 2, it is also a function. Bakit? Kahit maulit naman tong 7, we have different inputs pa rin naman. 6 becomes 7, 9 also becomes 7. So hence, it is also a function. And then the third one, basically, it is a function. So lahat siya function. So hindi lang siya magiging function kapag merong naulit doon sa x sa first element natin. Ayan. So yun lang yung tatandaan nyo. Pag sa first element may naulit, let's say 3 naka-pair sa 5, tapos yung 4 naka-pair sa 5, tapos yung 3 naka-pair sa 7. So basically, hindi to function kasi naulit to. Yung 3 naka-pair na sa 5, yung 3 naka-pair pa sa 7. So ito ay not a function. Okay, and then next, get the domain and range. O, ito na lang, mag-example ako ng isa, domain range. So for the domain, you list all the first elements. So negative 1, 0, 1, 2. Then for the range, you list naman yung second element. So 1, 0, o 1 ulit, kahit di ko na ilagay yan, and then 4. Diba, when we are writing sets, yung nauulit na elements, di mo naman siya susulat din ng dalawang beses. So how are we going to map that? So we have x, we have y, or write the elements, negative 1, 0, 1, 2. Then write the elements din dito, 1, 0, 4. And then you pair. Sabi dyan, negative 1, 1. So yung negative 1 naka-pair sa 1. 0, 0. So yung 0 naka-pair sa 0. 1 naka-pair sa 1. So 1, ulitin mo dun. Dun din siya naka-pair sa 1. Then yung 2 naka-pair sa 4. So definitely, this is a many to 1 correspondence. And it is considered as a function. And then next, determine if the given set of equations represent a function or not. Paano naman po pag equation ng given? Okay? So titignan mo lang doon sa y naman. So kapag ang degree ng y is greater than 1 or other than 1, y squared, y cubed, diba? Kung hindi siya 1, then it is not a function. So therefore, ito not a function. Bakit? Kung titignan natin, pag nag-substitute ka ng value dyan, let's say x is 1. So we have y squared equals 4 times 1, which is 4. So magkakaroon ngayon ng dalawang value yung y mo. Pwede kasi siyang 2, pwede siyang negative 2. At pag pinair natin yan, iisa lang yung x mo, no? 1. Yung y mo, dalawa yung result. Pwedeng 2, pwedeng negative 2. So naka-pair siya doon, naka-pair siya doon. So kung titignan nyo, 1 to many yan. So since that is 1 to many, then hindi mo siya consider as a function. Pwede nyo nang itry yan dito. Definitely, ito ay function at ito ay function din. Since, ang degree naman ng y is 1. Ito, pwede mo palitan to ng y. So, okay po. So, ganun lang kasimple to determine if the given equation represents a function or not. The next one, paano naman kapag graph? Kapag graph, simple lang din. Makikita mo na 1 to many, di ba yun yung hindi pwede? Pag 1 to many, hindi siya function by using a vertical line test. So mag-drawing ka lang ng vertical line, pag tumama ng 2 beses, ibig sabihin, not a function. Katulad nito. May point dito, yan. Pag nag-drawing ako dyan, and 2 beses siya tatama. Dito, tsaka dito. So, hindi siya function. Kasi, kung titignan nyo, bakit? Isa lang yung value ng x dyan, negative 1 lang. Di ba? Negative 1 yan. Pero, 2 y yung katumbas niya. Isang negative 1, isang 4. Ulit. So, negative 1 yung x natin, pero naka-pair siya sa negative 1. At the same time, yung negative 1 naka-pair sa 4. Base doon sa graph. Kasi tumama siya ng 2 beses. So, therefore, not a function. So, basically, ito, function to. Okay, kahit saan ka mag-drawing ng vertical line dyan, isang beses lang siya tatama, yung vertical line mo. Ito din. Kahit saan ka mag-drawing dyan, isang beses lang tatama. Unless horizontal yung i-drawing mo. Pag pahiga, 2 beses tatama yun. At ang indication lang doon ay many to one na function. Yun lang naman ang indication doon. Okay? So that's how you determine if the given graph is a function or not. Ayan. And then, let's say for example, we have, let's say E is the set containing 2 and 3. Then F, we have the set containing the elements 1/2 and 1/3. And we define a relation from E to F as follows. Okay? Ito yung relation. Y is 1 over X. Given na yung R ay makukuha natin sa cross product ni E and F. Let's have first the cross product ni E and F. So ano ba ang cross product niyan? Di ba? You just pair yung E to F. So we have 2, pwede mong i-pair sa 1/2. And then 2 ulit, you can pair it to 1/3. Then yung 3 naman, you pair it to 1/2. And then yung 3, pair to 1/3. So yan yung laman ng cross product natin. At sabi dun sa relation, ang laman ng relation natin is all the elements of the cross product such that the second element is the reciprocal of the first. Okay, yung reciprocal ng first, dapat yun yung second element. So hanap kayo dyan noon. We all know that if we have 2, ang reciprocal nito ay what? Ang reciprocal niyan ay 1/2. At kung meron ka namang 3, ang reciprocal nito ay 1/3. And then you just look for the elements na merong ganon. Okay, so kaya we have the first element dito sa cross product, tsaka yung, mali ito, this is 1/3. Diba? Kasi reciprocal. 3 and 1/3, the fourth element. So yung second, hindi siya considered. Tsaka yung third element ng cross product, hindi siya considered since hindi niya nasusunod yung relation, which is the reciprocal. Okay? So bali yun lang dalawa yung laman ng relation natin. So what are the elements of R? Yan na siya. 2, 1/2 and then 3, 1/3. What are the domain and range? So pwede mong isulat, 'di ba? Ang domain niyan will be x equals capital X yun 2 and 3. While yung range, let's say y yun, is 1/2 and 1/3. Parang dun din siya no sa set E tsaka set F. Okay? Then if we draw the arrow diagram of R, so we have X, 2 tsaka 3 yun, di ba? And then we have Y na 1/2 and 1/3. So yung 2, naka-pair lang siya sa reciprocal niya, which is 1/2. Then yung 3, naka-pair lang siya sa reciprocal niya, which is 1/3. So thank you for listening. I hope na natuto kayo sa video na to.